YouTube? This is Vargas, and like promised, I am recording in the more presentable section of my movie room. I'm finally in the movie room, which is awesome to me. I don't know how this will make me sound, but I enjoy being next to the stuff that I like collecting, which is my movies. If you know me or you follow my channel, you know that I am a huge movie collector, among other things, but mostly movies. I love watching movies. I love the whole process of making a movie, because making a movie really is impressive if you really think about it, how it goes from writing the script or getting the idea of a concept of a movie, then writing the script, and then getting sold, getting funding, getting the actors, getting everything filmed, then the editing, then the release, and it's either a success or a bomb. All of that is amazing to me. I just really like the whole process of making a movie, and then the movie experience of watching it. And I'm the kind of guy that goes to the special features and watches how the audio listens to the audio commentary, and how the directors or the actors listening to them talk. Oh, remember that scene? That this really interesting side story happens, or hearing and seeing the behind the scenes stuff, how the whole process of the movie process happens. All that stuff is amazing to me. So now that I have access to my movie collection, I can actually record stuff based on that. So this is totally random. I just randomly picked it up from my collection. Because I'm starting to organize everything by series or genre or the like. So I grabbed this one and decided to make a quick video on the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games series. This is a 3-book series that was made into 4 movies. I don't own the books. I haven't read the books, so I only have the movies to go by and what little I know that happens in the books. But here we have the Hunger Games, which, unless you haven't seen Battle Royale, which is a Japanese movie, might seem really interesting, and it is. It's kind of a different take on that, but if you've seen Battle Royale, it does seem really inspired by that. Battle Royale is this event that happens where they take a bunch of school kids, throw them in an island, and basically they have to kill each other until one survives. In this one, it's the Hunger Games universe. It's a dystopian future where there was this big war, and only one spot won, and the other ones are like got reduced to lower working classes. But every year they take children from the lower classes to participate in this battle royale, where they have to kill each other, and then only one survives and wins the game, for the entertainment of the rich and powerful, seeing these poor kids murder each other. So again, unless you've seen Battle Royale, this is unique. And I did like the world building that this has, how it builds up on the whole event of the Hunger Games, how they select people, and all the trauma that goes into these kids' heads, that they are here to entertain. Because once they reach the capital of the rich and powerful, they're treated like celebrities, so they get to enjoy a better life than the one that they had until they go into the field and murder each other. So I like that. I like the world building that it had, and it's really well acted. It has a lot of shaky cam, not too much that makes me like not watch the movie, but it does have a lot of shaky cam. But I still liked it. I still liked the first movie. The first movie is really fun. And then they followed up with the sequel, which is based on the second book, The Hunger Games Catching Fire. The only thing I've heard about the difference between the book and this one is the book is a bit more violent, and it does have more psychological torture than this one. This one's PG-13. So, of course, they had to make it more accessible to younger audience without showing too much violence. But I heard the book is way more violent. And in this Catching Fire, the second one focuses on the second book, where the seeds of revolution were planted in this one with Katniss. And as a way to assert their dominance over the other sections or sectors. The previous winners are brought back for one big battle royale, and she has to participate again. And there's more madness, there's more stuff that happens. But again, it's build up for the eventual revolution to bring down the capital and bring freedom, with her as the spearhead of this revolution. She didn't ask to be the icon for the revolution. She was kind of like thrust upon it. So I like that. Again, PG-13, but they work with what they got. So all in all, it progresses the story and it builds seeds for what eventually happens, which is the revolution. But the last book, which is Mockingjay, was split up into 2 movies. And I have issues with that, and thankfully they stopped doing that. They started doing it with Harry Potter, then they did it with Twilight, and then did it with this one. And they tried to do it with Divergent, but that kind of failed. But the problem is the first part of a 2-part thing is filler. And unfortunately, Mockingjay Part 1 really feels like filler. It does advance the plot, but there's so many scenes that really drag and feel like filler. Like they just, they had one book to work with, and then they just like stretched it out as much as they could, adding stuff that probably is not in the book. So yeah, this one unfortunately is not that good in my opinion. But shit really hits the fan and gets interesting with Mockingjay Part 2. This one, the revolution is in full bloom, and they go against the capital, and the good guys aren't really that good. Eventually, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Hunger Games, even though this came out, when did this came out? 2015, so it's a good 6 years old. But eventually, the revolution is successful. Because of war crimes that the capital did, they killed innocent people. So that kind of turns the tide in favor of the revolution. So they eventually win, rise to power. And the leader of the revolution... oh, now I don't know who played her. She was in Hannibal. Let's see the credits. Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore is the leader of the revolution, and she's like, well, we're going to teach the capital a lesson by having them participate in the Hunger Games. And Katniss is like, wait, what? I thought we were going to be different from the capital. And she's like, nope. We're going to teach those bastards a lesson by making them participate in the Hunger Games. And of course, Katniss has issues with that. And I will give it that. I didn't read the book, so I didn't know that was going to happen. But Katniss, instead of killing the president of the capital, she kills the leader of the resistance, because she knows that this resistance leader was just gonna do the cycle all over again. So she's like, nuts to that, I'm gonna break the cycle. Just offs her, and she's spared, and she's able to live her life. I've heard that in the book she actually goes through really messed up post-traumatic stress syndrome, and this one she's like, oh, I have nightmares too, when she's talking to her kid. But it was a better conclusion movie-wise than this thing. I really can't recommend this one, but there are plot elements that you have to see this one happen for this one to make sense. So if you want to see the whole thing, you have to watch all 4 movies. But really, this could have been Mockingjay could have been condensed into a single movie, and a much better product would have been released. But all in all, I liked the Hunger Games. I know a lot of people didn't, again, because there are a lot of comparisons to Battle Royale and the young adult craze that was happening with Twilight, with Divergent, with the Hunger Games. They made the Immortal Instruments, which also didn't pick up. Beautiful Creatures is another one that I saw that didn't fly, because people were getting tired of the whole young adult. But this was pretty cool. It had really good action moments. It had really good character moments. The Hunger Games event was interesting. So I liked it. Again, only the 3rd movie is a dud for me. A lot of filler. But all in all, I would recommend, if you haven't seen it, to watch, even though I just spoiled the ending. You watch the Hunger Games series. It's not that bad. I liked it. So yeah, that was my short retrospective and mini reviews and thoughts on the Hunger Games series. So let me know if you enjoy this. You can go through a lot of series because I actually have access to my movies now. So let me know if you would be interested in that. But until I see you all again, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.